When Pastor Apollo C. Kibuloy burst upon the consciousness of the public, they did not know what to make of him. He challenged every possible norm of what a spiritual leader should be. For this man, who was born in the midst of coffee plantations in an isolated little town in Mount Apo, the Philippines' highest peak, the only thing that mattered was his obedience to the mandate given to him by God.
I heard his voice and he said, I will use you.
This has determined the course of a life of service to God and to man that is more than 7 decades.
The first commandment is love God with all your heart. And the second is, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Exactly that is what should be done. When we see our neighbor and he needs our help and he's asking for our help, will we close our hearts? Will we close our eyes? No. We will not close them. We will help those that are in need.
The kingdom of Jesus Christ sprung from the slums of Agdao, Davao City, and helping the poor and the needy was a natural expression of the supreme law of love.
Pastor Apollo, sa lahat ng ginagawa niyo po para sa ating bayan, para sa ating mga kapwa Pilipino po, para sa lahat po. May mga aktwal na tulong po kaming natatanggap po buhat sa inyo. Higit sa lahat po, inyong panalangin na amin. Tunay na biyaya po kayo ng Panginoon.
Salamat kayo, Pastor. Napakalaking tulong po ito sa mga nasalanta. Talagang hindi namin alam paano namin kayo pasasalamatan, pero yung aming pagpapasalamat bukal po sa aming puso.
Pastor Kibuloy, salamat sa among nagadawat nga grasya gigikan sa imo ha.
Itong mga frontliners, doon natin mga gasa ngayon lang magamit silang ministry ng mga bagong mga motorsiklo na magamit nila.
Many have asked me why we are doing this. I saw the plight of children. I said to the Lord, if you will bless me, I will dedicate a bulk of this blessing for the welfare of children. I formed the Children's Joy Foundation Incorporated. And since then, we've been helping millions of children to house, to clothe, to feed, to educate the children.
CJFI is the next best thing to having a real family. So I'm really happy na Pastor Kibuloy built it. Kahit hindi kami magkarelihiyon ni Pastor Kibuloy, I can confidently say, he's a really good man.
You came all the way from far just to come for us, to rescue us from some misfortunes. When I was hungry, you fed me. When I was naked, you clothed me. This is to say, in short, when I was sad, you made me happy.
Pastor, quiero decirle que las palabras se quedarían cortas.
Gracias, Pastor Apollo.
look at the situation here, he's making us a part of his life. And I thank him for that.
We're getting back on track and that things will get better and that there's no stopping goodness.
Really grateful that this thing happened.
I like to thank Pastor for that because what he's done for the children, nothing but love.
2005, he dedicated his birthday, April 25, so all impoverished children can experience the joy of having a birthday.
My only wish on my every birthday is that these children will grow up and bring the joy, the love, the peace, and compassion to the whole world.
Dito, nakikita natin na yung pagmamahal ni Pastor is walang boundary. For having this beautiful day.
As an educator, Pastor Apollo gave children and young people a quality education strengthened by values formation. He has inspired thousands of youth through the Keepers Club International, keeping them away from delinquency, drug addiction, and internet addiction. In 2005, the Sunshine Philippines movement was born, beginning the Kingdom of Jesus Christ campaign for restoration of planet Earth. A huge stretch of denuded Mount Apo was replanted with pine trees to fight climate change by thousands of volunteers. After 17 years, what is now called Glory Mountain is a breathtaking showcase of the Earth's renewal with over 100,000 trees planted. In 2020, Pastor Apollo supported the creation of the Indigenous Peoples Innovations and Yields for Assured Lives Foundation Incorporated, or IPIAN, to assist indigenous cultural communities and indigenous peoples who need protection for legal rights, provision of medical care, literacy programs, and socio-economic services. In April 2022, the Mindanao People's Conference for Peace and Development conferred to him the title of Dato Pamulingan, a term of Obu-Manobro origin referring to the one who possessed a discerning spirit and a divine gift from God. The first radio broadcasts of Pastor Apollo's preachings began soon after the establishment of the Kingdom of Jesus Christ in the mid-1980s, demonstrating a keen sense of how media would be used in bringing his message across the country and the world. What began with a cassette tape recording aired on a local radio program has blossomed into SMNI, or Sunshine Media Network International, now hailed for its non-compromising stand on delivering the truth and the good. Pastor Apollo's stand on freedom and peace has led him to speak boldly against tyranny and godless ideology, which has oppressed billions of Filipinos for decades. SMNI's mission statement, Truth That Matters, has changed the landscape of Philippine broadcasting, redefining media as a purveyor of the truth and the good of the Filipino people.
Welcome, Dante, for the SMNI program.
People like Pastor Kibuloy, leaders, thank you so much for putting up this SMNI on your ministry. Kasi marami akong natututunan dahil sa pagdating ng hapon, napakinggan ko yung programa ninyo. And so, I think really, what you have said, the good will always triumph over the evil. Yan ang inspirasyon natin. Maraming salamat, Pastor Kibuloy.
Ako nagpabilin nandito kang pastor. Ingon siya appointed. He is really the appointed. Dili appointed tanan. That is the gift of Pastor Kibuloy.
But all this comes as no surprise to more than 6 million members of the Kingdom of Jesus Christ worldwide, over whom Pastor Apollo has led by example for over 37 years. Ask any member and they will tell you he is a hands-on leader who leads by example and whose attitude of excellence is reflected in every work of his hand. An outstanding showcase of this is the soon-to-open 75,000 seating King Dome, the biggest indoor cathedral in the world. Pastor Apollo maintains a brand of leadership that is rooted in his spirituality.
But when you have the fear of God in your heart, you don't need those laws to make you good, because you will automatically be good when there is change that comes from within.
Pastor Apollo C. Kibuloy has reproduced that in all those who have followed him, building a people who are God-fearing, disciplined, law-abiding, and united, who are ruled by laws written not on paper, but in their hearts and minds. There is no greater reward for a lifetime of service to humanity.